G86.5 Internet. Welcome back to Mijigadog, folks. It's been a month.
A month?
Because the mod was stupid.
Yes.
The mod was stupid.
Well, it was both our faults.
No, it wasn't my fault. My thing broke. But it was your fault. Your thing broke.
Alright, so it's kind of embarrassing to be gone for a month after last time when we came back from another hiatus. We were like, we're back for good this time. And then shit happened. Yeah.
That was
So
great.
you want to explain what happened to you?
Well, one monitor broke. I was watching stuff on the internet, and my monitor just went, well, I'm out. And I've had that thing for, I don't know how long. Maybe since 2006. Maybe less than that, but the point is we've had that thing for so long, and it decided to screw me over. So on that very day of that happening, against what I wanted to do, I ended up having to spend about $200.
Well, at least you got a nice new monitor.
Yeah, it's full HD, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
It does have a few issues, but it's just nitpicking, really. But yeah, it's a good monitor.
Alright,
So
cool.
what happens to you?
So after literally after he got his monitor fixed and we were about to start the podcast again, my microphone broke. So I had to go, well, my headset broke. So then, cause it's an old ass headset. So then I had to go order a new mic and I had to wait for it to come. And then, yeah, it came like a few days ago. So then all we had to do was just wait for this Wednesday and we're back.
Yep, and we have shit to talk about.
Yeah, we got a couple of stories. A lot of shit happened while we were gone, so I feel awkward.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We missed a lot of news.
Some of it is boring, like Oculus Rift,
Yeah.
because
Well, people love that thing, and I like that thing. That thing was neat.
it's stupid. I hate it.
What? Man, you just hate fun.
I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you at all. And then there's irrational games, journalism, and airing dirty laundry.
Yep.
Something I haven't read this yet.
And Space Jam 2.
And then Tony Hawk, and then Harold Ramis. He blew up.
Yeah.
I killed
So
him.
did Tony Hawk.
Gawker's sworn evidence explaining why greedy interns tend to be paid.
Oh yeah, and Gawker's also a piece of shit. But that's not news. That's every week.
And YouTube. Oh yeah, this one.
Yep.
I saw this on Imgur.
Bad times.
Bad times when a company decides to take down a YouTube video simply because they disagree with it.
Pretty much. All right, but let's get into our first story. Well, first, actually, how you been in the past month?
I hate you.
All right.
No, not much has happened. To be honest with you, I bought a fuck ton of music.
All right.
Um,
Anything of note?
uh, no.
Oh.
There's nothing going on really, except I bought music, and as you know, I have a keyboard, so
Right.
been playing music. That's about it.
What have I done?
Nothing.
We had several snow days, and that was lame. So, I missed a bunch of school, and then now we're remaking those days, and some of those days have to be on the weekends, so that's not fun.
But I take online classes because fuck you.
Yeah, well, look at you, Mr. Tech Savvy.
Actually, I hate it. I hate school. I want to get out.
School's fun. You be quiet. Don't listen, kids. Go stay in school.
Kids, stay in
All the kids will listen to this.
kids stay in school, but try to figure out what you want to do.
No.
Yes.
Be a doctor. Be a hobo.
Be a
America
fucking
needs
wage
more
slave.
hobos. Live off corn.
Alright, let's get this fuck on the road.
Alright, Oculus Rift. They
Uh,
ran out. They ran out of the little pieces to make more Oculus Rift.
so they ran out of screws.
No, they ran out of certain little components in the Oculus Rift developer kit are no longer being manufactured, which means no one can get it for now. They still have a stock left, but that's quickly going down, so they're going to have to find a way to make more.
So basically, Oculus Rift is stupid. Okay,
Uh,
next thing.
what is your hate boner with the No, that's the real
No,
story. What is your hate boner with the Oculus Rift?
it's not really hate. It's just kind of like okay,
Oh, so it's a
virtual.
difference.
Yeah, it's more like virtual reality doesn't interest me at
Oh,
all.
okay.
I'm not saying like it's a totally bad thing, not at all. I just view it more as like as a gimmick
Oh, of
rather
course.
than as something that could be a genuine uh advancement in video game development.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
But I'm not saying that it's completely bad.
Yeah,
If anything, it's the opposite because people clearly like it and it offers a different perspective.
yeah.
But if you try to play an Oculus Rift game without Oculus Rift, wouldn't really be much different than any other game. But that's just my opinion.
All right, fair enough. I want to see people try and play Oculus Rift in like like a 2D Mario game, and be like, what the hell? Why is it not 3D?
That would be really weird.
Oh God, you're right, actually. like you're just playing like Super Mario and you put it on, and it's like, well, what the fuck? It's just, you're suddenly like, you see Yoshi's head, everything's in 3D perspective. You see all the fucking coins and shit in front of you.
They did that with Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah, they did make that. Zelda 2, right?
No, the first one.
First one.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was both. Because then there's a 3D one of Zelda 2 as well.
Well, it's stupid because the first one's better.
Well, yeah. Well, I think most people agree with that.
Well, fuck you. So anyway,
All right, let's get. All right.
so let's get right down to dirty laundry. Personally, I don't like dirty laundry. I don't care much.
Because then you gotta clean it.
Yeah,
And
it's a hassle. I mean, I know you have to
yeah,
do it, but it's always kind of annoying to have to clean your
I gotta
laundry.
go out buy some more Tide.
Yeah,
Mijigadog cast sponsored by Tide. Anyway,
Tide can go fuck itself.
Tide's great. You get out of here.
Tide can go fuck itself.
Tide's. I put in my clothes. It smells fresh. Mijigadog sponsored by Gain as well. If you want to set that up. Anyway,
Game can go fuck itself.
Speaking of careers going under, Irrational Games, they're closing down.
Yay! I don't know.
Um, well, what's your opinion on the? Well, I guess before we start, what is your opinion on the BioShock series?
I played the first one. I couldn't beat it simply because it froze.
Oh,
So I'm like, well, that's. But from what I played, it was pretty fun. It was
yeah,
different from any other first person shooter I played at the time. Keep in mind, I haven't. I grew up around Halo and Call of
yeah.
Duty, so of course my opinion is
Well, it's more like a
annoying.
survival horror though.
Yeah. But it's set in a first person perspective with guns and
Yeah, yeah,
it's
true. All right, true.
but it really is a first person shooter because of what you can do.
Yeah, of
At
course.
least it has that as part of its genre.
I have the first game. I have not beaten it, but I did. Weirdly enough, I beat the second game, but I don't own it. Because I played it at a friend's house once. I'm pretty cool with BioShock. It's a neat take on survival horror and the first-person shooter genre, as you said. I'm not too big a fan of Infinite. I played some of it, it didn't really click with me, but I do really like the art style in that game.
Yeah.
I just kind of wish it hadn't succumbed to the whole AAA budget thing. Because that's what people are saying. That's what did in Irrational Games. That's why it's closing down. Because it cost so much. Infinite had apparently what? I don't know. Nobody knows if it's true or not. I don't think so. It had apparently a $200 million budget or and somewhere really high up. For all the production values and then I don't know if that's true, but people do know that Infinite sold well, but it didn't make back its budget. Which tends to be a lot of problems with these big AAA type games.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's causing a lot of problems in the in the industry in the first place anyway.
Yeah. Call of Duty. Before I bitch about that though.
Well, Call of Duty's still selling pretty well, but
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think
Well, when you make a game every year and then on a
yeah,
team of 100 dudes, that's kind of like that'll happen.
yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
I don't know why they
Eventually,
need like a
it'll
hundred
lose
people in
money.
the first place. I mean, all they need is like maybe 20 people at the most because a lot of it is just the same game over and over again.
Shh! Don't tell people that.
Well, Activision knows it, so I mean, they can't.
Yeah, they super know it.
I mean,
People working on it know it.
so then why have 100 people working on it? Just have like 20.
Just because it just wants to get it done quick. Because Activision's like, we have to get as many people working on it as quickly as possible, which drives up costs and profit, which they have to make back with the game. So that's why they don't change anything, because they're worried people won't buy it.
And yet,
And also because just why change why fix what's not broken.
they're not making any money right now off Call
Nope.
of Duty.
Because when you have a system like that, eventually it's definitely gonna backfire.
Yeah, it only lasts for the short run.
Yeah. But that's Activision being shit. Let's get back to Irrational Games. So Ken Levine, head dude at Irrational Games, put out is it Levine?
I don't care.
Levine, whatever. He put out this little letter explaining things. He's saying that he wanted to. A lot of it was him wanting to wind us. For one thing, Irrational Games, like we said before, it lost a lot of money. Almost all of its workers were laid off. Only 15 are left. And Ken Levine took that 15 and went to go work on apparently what's going to be a smaller studio on a smaller project, which is understandable after Infinite. From what I know about the BioShock license itself, it now just belongs to 2K Games, and I guess they're going to decide what to do with it.
Yeah. So an end of a company again because of
Well,
bad decision making.
yeah, that's the nature of games. But
Yep.
aside from Infinite, I think BioShock was neat. Ken Levine's an alright guy, as far as I know. I hope whatever he does next pans out better.
Yeah. I never played Infinite, and I never played two. But from what I played about BioShock, which is the only irrational game I've played,
They made
it
what
was,
games have they made?
huh?
I know they probably made other games. It's just that the only one that people know is just BioShock, and the only one I know is BioShock.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate for them.
That's their bread and butter. Well, I mean, there are plenty of companies who subsist on one game, like it's Doom.
And
Well, I guess Quake too.
Game Freak.
Yeah, which is Pokemon. But Pokemon's like gangbusters every time though.
Yeah, and then there's HAL, which works exclusively on Kirby.
They don't make anything else. Well, I guess
They
they work on Smash Bros.
kind of, but now it's Namco with that, so
Yeah, well, it's Namco and Sora, whatever the heck Sakurai's team is.
yeah, it's Sora. And then competing against Sora is Riku and
And they also have Roxas.
fucking Roxas.
Fucking Roxas.
And Ven, which is the same character. Literally the same character. I have not played Birth by Sleep, but he's the same character.
Wasn't that the point? He was like a part of Sora. Why are we getting into Kingdom Hearts?
I don't care. Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts now.
Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts. Have we talked about Kingdom Hearts at all on this? I think we have, briefly.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
briefly.
yeah. We talked about 3 for a tiny bit.
Yeah. Hopefully, after 3, Norma sits down and goes, okay, let's think of a story that isn't bullshit. Because I think with the first game, he was just kind of half-assing it. He just kind of created a story that was self-contained, and then he added a twist ending.
No, he wasn't half-assing it. Didn't you ever see the whole thing with
Well,
him saying
well,
he was super into that story. He's just a shitty story writer.
yeah, but I mean, I don't think he really sat down and understood, okay, the whole concept, the whole thing,
Then yeah,
in a
definitely.
broad sense. I think he was just focusing game per game, which is okay when you're working on a project, on
Yeah.
one by one, but if you're working on an entire series,
Well, did he ever say how far he wanted the series to pan out?
no, I don't think anyone expected it to do all that well. It was kind of whoa. I think they were just being experimental to see what would happen. I
Yeah.
mean, I think they
So
needed.
it's a crossover like nobody fucking asked for or expected.
Yeah, it was something that came out of nowhere and people loved it.
Yeah.
I think because of that, but also because the gameplay is good. Even though that the first game had some issues, that the remake I've heard fixed up a lot of the
Yeah,
issues,
the remake fixes a ton of stuff.
which I can't wait to play.
Yeah, I think they've re-released it. I'm surprised the remake got made because, from what I heard, Square lost a lot of like the assets for the first game.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, so they had to
it
redo it
wasn't
all.
lost, it was deleted. They purposely deleted because I'm thinking, well,
Oh, they probably
well,
thought, well, we're not gonna make another one. And then people were like, please make another one. They're like,
no, it was more on the lines of how a lot of Japanese companies don't view games as art or anything worth saving, so they just kind of make the game and then they delete the assets after.
oh, okay. That's why. That's like why Final Fantasy VII's assets are. Wait, did you hear? They were talking about there because people always ask about like when's an FF7 remake coming out because they remade like every other game.
Yeah,
So every other game before that, I mean. And then the guy was saying that I don't know if he was to do an FF7 remake, it'd have to be like something fucking huge. It pretty much would be his life's work, and he's not. He said he's not sure he's ready for that.
yeah. I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah, of course.
I will say that I don't think it should be considered his life's work because even though that Final Fantasy VII is a big game,
Yeah. Well, Final Fantasy VII is like if you're gonna remake that, it's got to be big, no matter what. It's got to be bigger.
yeah,
'Cause-
it's got to be flashy and you got to have all the best actors.
yeah, you gotta
Um,
have everything. You gotta have more gameplay.
I
You gotta have a ton of shit.
I will say this, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think Touchstone Games should help publish.
Wait, who's Touchstone?
Wait, what?
Who's Touchstone? What do they do again?
Uh, Touchstone,
Yeah.
Disney,
Oh, right.
and I know it sounds bad, but you gotta admit they have made some R-rated films, so at least I think like it would help out,
Well, Disney doesn't care.
huh?
Well, Disney doesn't care
Well, yeah,
about
but
Square Enix.
I'm just saying that it would be neat because well, for one, it would have uh they would have a whole huge company behind their backs,
Alright,
financing
true.
this whole thing. So getting the best actors wouldn't be too hard.
I honestly didn't even know Touchstone had like a games division.
They kind of do, but they don't. It's mostly just kind of I think they used to have a decently sized one,
Yeah.
and then they made like some kind of Turok game,
Oof.
and it failed miserably. It was like
Yeah, that's Turok for you.
I've never played Turok, and I haven't even heard of it. I just know it's some M-rated game.
It's a game based on a comic where you kill dinosaurs, and most of the games aren't good.
That sounds familiar.
Well, it was an 64 game that was big, like way back when.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I never played it. It was at a neighbor's house.
yeah. I had, I didn't have it. I played the PS2 one, and remember that one being better? I don't remember how good it was, because that was like 2002. That was a good long time ago.
I remember my neighbor being like like having a golden eye.
Yeah.
It was this level where he shot this guy who was standing on this sort of turbine thing, and the guy fell and was pretty much shredded to bits.
Yep.
Oh, was that in the game?
Yeah, there was like a GoldenEye-ish like multiplayer component, so probably yes. The only thing I remember about the multiplayer in that game is that you had like a weapon that was like that was
Well,
like a giant beetle, and it homed in on people and ate their brains,
well,
and it's like an insta kill.
no, I it was a multiplayer because it only had a single screen.
Oh, then it must have just been the story mode that looked, which I think also was kind of GoldenEye. That was like a lot, like when after I know it came after GoldenEye, so like
No. I'm talking about GoldenEye itself.
oh they talking we switched to we were talking about Turok and you started talking about GoldenEye.
Yeah, because I was talking about a friend's house, or not a friend, not he was a neighbor.
Oh, okay, my bad.
He was older than me.
Where's this going?
No, my mom would sometimes talk to like the neighbors
Oh yeah, then you're just over there. Then it's like, well, they got kids. I'll see what they're doing.
because these kids were much older than me.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that kid ended up getting some legal trouble, but
He died. Oh no.
well, he's dead now. But no, I'm just kidding.
All right. Speaking of wanking about games from our childhood, there's new Tony Hawk, which surprised the hell out of me because I thought that series was fucking dead. I thought skating games in general were fucking dead.
I never played a skating game. No, I lied. I
You
played.
played Skate.
I did.
Did you? No, I'm thinking about somebody else now.
Yeah, I played one, and it was again at a friend's house,
Yeah,
and
was it Tony Hawk?
probably.
It better have been because that was if every 7-year-old ever has like fucking gotten a Tony Hawk 1 or 2 and like riding on some stupid shit like the telephone wires or whatever.
Yeah.
Listen to ska while doing it.
Yeah. I've never been a big fan of skating games. I mean, sports games in general never interest me.
Skating games are more like arcade, are usually more arcadey though.
True enough, but they're still sports, more or less. I mean,
I
I'm not.
guess so.
I don't know.
I mean, there are plenty of sports games that I like that are arcadey, like NFL Blitz and NBA Jam. I don't like the simulation ones, like the boring Madden shit. Like
Oh
that's
yeah, and like NASCAR.
yeah. I'm like, well, that's well, at least NASCAR is at least sort of fun because you're driving.
No,
Like,
NASCAR is not fun. It's like 500 laps.
yeah.
Seriously, that is the whole game. They actually make it so realistic that you have to drive around 500 times to go on the same track.
Wait, who would buy that? Oh, okay, I guess people in the NASCAR. Whatever. I'm not gonna pretend I understand racing car fans.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
played.
stock car.
We actually had an Xbox game and an N64 game,
All right.
and it was. I actually remember the N64 one. It had a soundtrack to it, which was actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh, okay.
At least for one I remember. I actually only remember one song,
Mm.
and it went. Da 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 da
NASCAR.
da.
Oh, yeah.
But that's all I remember from the game. Just the soundtrack.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
I wonder what the soundtrack's gonna be in the new Tony Hawk. Well, Tony Hawk's always known for its soundtracks. Because they just take what bands are popular around that time, just put them in the game. At least the first couple of ones. I used to be super big on Tony Hawk. I think I got all of them up to or at least played all of them. I had the first 3, and then I had the underground ones, and that's when I started getting tired of the series. Because then they started to get into stupid shit like the Wii one, the downhill jam one, and making the dumb one with the giant ass skate peripheral that was stupid and didn't work. And then I think when Skate came along and basically killed Tony Hawk, that's when they were just like, all right, we're done with Tony Hawk for now. So I guess they wanted, but that was 4 years ago. So I guess they wanted to lie low while nothing was being made, and now there's a new Tony Hawk coming out, and probably EA will see that and make a new Skate or whatever, which I'll actually be up for because I like Skate.
I don't know if that's going to be anything different from the previous Tony Hawk games.
Well, that's the problem, is that it probably will be, and I really don't want it to be, because when Tony Hawk deviated, it was shit.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to play a game, I can't really let it be the same thing. I
guess.
I guess
Well,
with
Underground was they built upon each other each time, though.
fair enough.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like Pokemon, except do skating.
I guess, but that's my problem with Pokemon in general. It just feels like it doesn't really do much. It's like if you played one Pokemon game, you've kind of played them all.
Not really.
Yeah, really.
I mean, the core game's the same. That's the point. But there's
oh
more
yeah,
to
but
it.
like each game feels pretty much the same thing. There isn't really much of a difference between
I don't
any
agree.
of them. And even though
Yes, there is. There's giant differences.
what?
What are you talking about? What? There's a whole new rules to every new game that changes the metagame. They got new Pokemon. They got a ton of new modes, and they always have a new way they always have team battles and shit that they add. It's different.
I played Platinum, and it was pretty much the same game as the first generation.
It's because Platinum shit.
All right, fair enough. But I don't know. I look at the games and they don't seem to be much different. It seems to have the same story, which I know it sounds stupid, but if I'm gonna
Well,
play
who
an
cares?
RPG, the story has to at least keep me
Well,
going
that's
on.
not the aspect of the. It's not really like it's not really like a Final Fantasy kind of RPG. It's
Well,
like a.
no, I don't want it to be a Final Fantasy RPG. Final Fantasy sucks. But I,
Are we gonna
I'm
talk about
just
Lightning Returns? I was just curious, actually.
hell no, I haven't even played it.
Oh god, I saw videos of it because I was just like, I'm not playing this shit. Um.
I I mean, I played the first one, and God, I hated it.
13 was bad. 2 was better, but still not great. Lightning Returns are like the shittiest one so far. And I kind of want to try it just to see like how fucking terrible it
Um,
is.
my
But like
sister,
the story's the worst yet for what I've seen. It also has the I'm like obviously not gonna say it, but the ending is probably the worst ending in Final Fantasy ever.
just tell me anyway.
Well, should we timestamp this maybe?
If okay, spoilers. Um, check the thing at the bottom. Blah blah blah. Okay, tell me.
Yeah, check the description at the bottom to see when this. Well, can we put it? We'll just put annotation or something.
Yeah, just tell me.
All right, all right. So at the end, they make like some kind of wish or whatever, and then it ends with them like removing all the magic from the Final Fantasy universe, or at least their universe, which completely negates the point of the series. Yeah.
There's only one time I would ever find that acceptable, and that was in Final Fantasy VI.
Well,
But
I have not played
but
six.
that made sense because they killed the god of magic.
Yeah. But they
Oh,
do a similar thing here, but the problem is
I
it's
forgot spoilers. Fuck, I don't give a shit.
well, like I said, we're still in spoiler mode, so we'll just put up when they can come back.
I guess I don't know. Okay, we're back.
Okay, we're back. Final
Uh,
Fantasy talk is over. Fuck Final Fantasy. All right, yeah.
so here's what happened at the end of Final Fantasy VI. They killed the god of magic, and yeah.
You're an asshole. Anyway, skip ahead again. Alright, speaking of assholes, did you hear about this Guy's a Wolf bullshit?
Um, wait, what? Oh yeah,
Alright,
here
yeah.
here it is. Yeah, this is fucking stupid. Okay, I've never heard of Guys of Wolf. Apparently, it's a game.
I didn't either until this game. I just know it's until this whole thing happened. I just know
So
it's a stupid indie
basically,
game.
I'm gonna interrupt you and kind of start. All right, so um, okay, so this guy made a bad review of a game.
And this
Um,
guy being Total Biscuit, which is pretty well known YouTuber.
I never heard of him, unfortunately, but
I know him. I don't really watch his videos, but
but,
yeah, I do know him though.
but yeah, basically they see they think that 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 they I'm trying to think of a word. My mind's kind of running on
What do you
half
mean?
today.
What are you thinking of?
Like they want the video to be taken down for whatever reason.
Yeah, they content ID matched him.
Yeah,
Mijigadog was the top of her game.
which is fine.
Well, it's not
No,
fine.
no, 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 no. It's at least understandable for a gameplay and shit. But
But the thing
for like
is,
the actual critical aspect of it,
yeah.
and to have the video playing, which complements the actual video itself, which is important with criticism, it just says a lot that I think they're more concerned with taking down the the negative publicity
Yep.
than actually just trying to make a better game.
Negative publicity is great. And then I love their response, where obviously Total Biscuit's like, I'm not taking that bullshit. He tries to appeal the strike against the channel. And I don't know what you know about content ID strikes, but usually what happens is that you can't have custom thumbnails and you can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes for a while, which sucks for him because all of his videos are longer than that. So basically, the guys who made Guides of the Wolf, which by the way is also a critically panned game, so the fact that they chose to get mad at Total Biscuit and just because he's a big name and that like every other reviewer shitting on their game is, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so Fun Creator, the guys who made this game, Guys of the Wolf, they basically threaten Total Biscuit, and then they're saying how Fun Creator is bigger than you, and then
Even though
that's completely bullshit.
yeah, they've only made one game, and it's this game, and it came out on the 24th of last month.
And it's awful. So
Yeah,
there you go.
that alone should tell you just how much bullshit they're really giving us.
So then Total Biscuit, I almost said Total Brisket because he's British. Total Biscuit decides to go and make this email like known on what I think it was Twitter. He makes it known on Twitter, and then everybody starts calling Fun Creator on their bullshit, and Fun Creator's still trying to play the tough guy, and is like, don't do this, we're gonna play dirty, and then
What are they gonna do?
nothing.
Yeah,
and
they can't do anything. The only thing,
the funniest part. Go on.
Here's the thing that that they can only do. They can
Right.
only just complain, and that's about it. Legally, they can't do anything else but that, because people
Pretty
have
much.
a right to express their opinions on something. And if they're going to act like this, then it only shows that they're immature, and that they shouldn't really be a company in the first place.
It's pretty much borderline censorship, more or less.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All it is censorship. And they think that's totally okay, which people clearly do not like this.
Well, luckily, so I was gonna say that, so that's just the developer though. Their publisher completely disagreed, and then told Total Biscuit, "We are not with these guys. We don't agree. We're not gonna stand back to them." So even their own publisher is like, "You're retarded." So that's great. So yeah, Fun Creator's a giant joke. I hope that.
Who published the game?
Let me go take a look. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I don't see it on this article for some reason.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I'm gonna look it up anyway while you talk.
Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, this is actually, from what I know, this actually isn't like the first time this has happened to Total Biscuit. I don't think so. There was also another game where a guy did a similar thing. I think it was called Gary's Incident. It was also pretty shitty. It was even worse then, because Total Biscuit, they gave him a review copy to review, and then got mad when he said it wasn't good. So, yeah. I don't know. Go on.
Apparently, they took down the publisher, I think, or at least like any mentioning of it,
Oh, okay.
or maybe I don't know, because I don't see any discussion about a publisher anywhere.
All I know is that was a Twitter conversation, so
Maybe it's fake.
I don't think so. Well, whatever.
But I'm looking it up anyway. Because, well, it says it on Steam. Let me check. Because maybe you'll see on there. Usually it does. Apparently you're wrong, because the publisher is Fun Creators themselves.
Oh, then maybe the higher ups at Fun Creator was like, we don't agree, and then the lower people, the developers, were the ones causing shit. Because I know for a fact that it was the developers and not like the executives and shit like that.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad. I mean, the art style looks kind of cool, but for the most part, it looks kind of.
It looks meh.
Yeah, it seems to be like a clusterfuck of different. It's like cell shading with some real shading with some texture. It's really weird. It doesn't make any sense graphically.
It reminds me of that stupid Ride the Hell Retribution game.
Yeah, but I mean, at least that had like decent graphics.
Well, decent for okay, fair enough. But
I mean, it was still
one thing
shit.
I remember about that, yeah, it looks like it works like shit. And one thing I remember about that game is that, jeez, is that they have like that weird like brutal legends proportions going on, but they're still kind of realistic. So like all of them look really weird. That's the thing though, is like got on my nerves about that game. Aside from the rest of the game being shit, but yeah, visually it weirds me out. But yeah, I was saying before, this isn't the first time that happened to Total Biscuit. So it just makes me like wonder, like someone needs to really fucking fix this content ID system. Because when you can have like assholes doing this kind of stuff, like, and I understand it's not entirely Google's fault, but there needs to be something. There needs to be a better system in place. But we've talked about that to death on this show. I don't know. It always just situations like these always just bring me back to it. Did I lose you?
No, I'm reading
Oh, okay.
the Steam reviews,
I
and
gotcha.
toward the end, it had some recommendations.
Like what?
One guy said that this was a fun, puzzling game. It forces you to spend time on puzzles as well as understand the object, and it
That
puts
guy's
most.
name? Fun Creator.
It's ink, like with a C. Let me see what this guy. He's played The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Overgrowth, uh, Jack because and hate it.
Wait, what the fuck? Don't say his name. We'll have to bleep that out.
What?
We're gonna have to bleep that out, you know. We can't say people's name. You don't say his username on this thing.
How's that gonna make any difference?
Because people might go, I don't know.
I
Because, like, the shit.
literally just said his entire review. They could just
No,
search that up and find him, so it makes no difference.
what I'm saying is, if they go, like, I don't want people to, like, go bother him or whatever.
No one's gonna bother. By the time someone watches this video, no one will care.
Yeah, you're right. Who? Assuming anybody watches this.
No one.
Nah, yeah, you're right, you're right. I'm just being paranoid.
Yeah, you kind of are, dude. We're small. No one knows we exist, so
For now. No.
no,
In 12
forever.
years, when people find when no, in 20,000 years, when the aliens unearth this video, they'll yeah,
They
be popular
will
then.
they'll watch this video for like 2 seconds and they'll go, okay.
They're gonna be like, I don't know what any of this is, and who are these two losers talking?
But
Speaking of more assholes, Gawker.
yeah, I have
Gawk,
no idea what the hell this is all about because I've never heard of Gawker before.
you know, Kotaku,
Oh,
Kotaku, Jezebel, IO9. They're,
okay.
they're the big
So
guys behind them.
so it's that thing. Okay.
Yeah, them. All right, so everyone knows Gawker. They're the big news media, tech, sat, whatever bullshit that they run a bunch of websites basically. And most people don't like Gawker because Gawker has a reputation of being scummy assholes, and their content is bullshit. And also, you and I both know about Kotaku, and Kotaku is
I've never been
yeah,
there. I don't tend to go there. If I do, um, I I usually uh I see the comments and just feel I everyone's stupid there basically.
pretty much. From what every time I think about Kotaku, all I know is that there's just one fucking dude or whatever there. I think his name is like Brian Ashcraft, who's a writer there. He just posts like just Japanese stuff. Like just like like not games, just like articles of like, here are these fake tits I found in Japan. And that's like the whole article. And he just does that every day.
Yep.
That's Kotaku. Anyway, but no. Gawker. So there was this whole like, I think last year there was this lawsuit that went into action where like a bunch of interns worked at Gawker, but they weren't, and they weren't expected to be paid for it, or at least get college credit, which some of them didn't even get.
Yeah, that's
Gawker,
bullshit.
yeah, Gawker turned them down for that. So Gawker's saying that, well, we don't have to pay them because you know they're pulling the whole they're just interns thing, which is bullshit because that's not what was the term. That was basically not what the term agreements were.
Yeah, if someone's working for you, you gotta pay them somehow. And and even if it's like credits, it's much better than not paying them at all, which
Yeah,
will only cause problems for you in the long run.
I think the most like hypocritical thing is that Gawker through one of their through one. Yeah, through. I think it was just through Gawker itself. They had a story about unpaid interns about no, about an unpaid intern suing us. What I think a satellite television company in Phoenix or something, Phoenix, Arizona, because there were sexual harassment issues. So Gawker's being a bunch of shit. It's like, we'll stand up for the little guy, but not when it's not when it's against our interests.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying not to go into this giant rant about how much I hate Gawker, because that'll eat up our time. But
Yeah.
just know that I'm not a fan. Just like most people, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to them, as you already have guessed.
Yeah, and
And
as you shouldn't.
and news in general, I don't pay much attention to.
Yeah,
So this whole thing is kind of like eh. I mean, it's clearly important. Like, I'm not going to be like, it's not important, but
yeah, I understand. It's just not. It just doesn't interest you.
yeah, unfortunately. But
Um,
hopefully they get this whole mess figured out.
yeah.
Hopefully, Gawker figures out they're being total dicks, which I doubt they will learn, but one can only hope.
Usually when companies like this, if the only time they ever give up their ground, it's just because they don't want to look bad,
Yeah,
and then they'll go back to being assholes like the next time.
yep.
But whatever. It's not like Gawker has the best reputation, as I've said anyway.
Yep. So let's go on to Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, so back on Monday. Monday? Tuesday. No, Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Harold Ramis, known for
Yeah. See, here's what happened. He turned into a ghost.
too soon.
It's never too soon.
Yeah, he died at 69.
9/11 jokes are just plain wrong.
Everybody knows him from Ghostbuster and also Groundhog Day, National Lampoon's Vacation. Ghostbusters is cool. Kind of, yeah, I feel bad.
Yep. So bye.
Let's get on to happy / even more depressing news. Space Jam 2 is apparently not a thing.
Good.
No, Space Jam 2 is amazing. Space Jam's amazing.
I saw Space Jam as an adult.
So did I. It's the stupidest movie ever, but I want another one.
Hell no.
Yes.
I
there
think the
needs to be more
only
Space
time
Jam.
I would ever find that acceptable is if I was working at the movie theater.
You still are.
Oh yeah, but what I mean, like I'm not gonna
Like,
be working the
imagine
movie.
you're fucking in the movie theater sweeping up or whatever, and there's like Space Jam 2.
It'll be over by that point. I'll be sweeping. I won't be paying attention to the fucking movie. That will be
Yeah,
already over.
But you'll know it's there. Because Space Jam 2 is a thing. No, but apparently it's not a thing. Alright, so the original thing was back like last week, Deadline, some movie site posted Space Jam 2 is happening. It's going to have LeBron James in it. But then LeBron James confirmed like, no, we're not doing Space Jam 2. And so did ESPN in general. There's no Warner Brothers project in the works. So, sadly, there will not be a Space Jam 2.
Sadly,
Yes.
It would
Who
be
doesn't want Space Jam 2?
it would be shit.
It would be the best thing ever.
It would be shit.
Space Jam 2, though. I would name my child Space Jam 2.
You're not even gonna have children.
Just like Space Jam 2. Man, listen to this guy, people. Him hating on Space Jam.
It's
You
a
can't
fucking
stop Space
stupid
Jam.
movie, dude.
Space Jam is bringing us together. Space Jam ended. Space Jam will end wars someday. Like, people will get together and plop in Space Jam 2, sit down, the countries will get along, Al Qaeda will calm down, I guess. Space Jam 2.
I don't really see this happening. If it does, it's just gonna be one of those things that come out in like January or February when I mean nothing else coming out. It's gonna be stupid. I don't even give a shit what you think, so fuck you. Fuck.
I'm joking. You know, I think Space Jam is retarded.
It really is. I saw it.
It's the stupidest thing in the world. I love it ironically, but like,
oh, hipster. Oh, okay.
that's not what I meant.
You fucking hipster dick. Oh, I love things ironically. Yeah, because you because that's an actual thing. You know,
Yes, it is.
no, how?
People love shitty stuff all the time because it's so shitty. It's so shitty. It's good. Haven't you ever heard of that?
But
So bad, it's good.
yeah, but
That's like the same thing as liking something
how is that
ironically.
ironic?
Because it's shitty, but you like it because it's shitty. Irony. I'm not saying like I like it because it's not popular or like that kind of shit. That'd be a stupid hipster thing. I'm saying it's just so funny and dumb that I love it.
So,
But I acknowledge it's dumb.
so you like it because it's dumb.
Yes.
So it's not ironic because ironic would mean that.
Oh my god, who the fuck cares? You're
All right,
getting into the most
whatever.
like
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about
Space Jam.
Space Jam 2, the piece
Space
of shit
Jam.
movie.
Woo, Space Jam.
Fuck
Oh,
it.
that reminds me. You know, a stupid RoboCop remake came out.
Yeah,
Did you see the other RoboCop remake?
what?
Okay. So people found out that they're making RoboCop remake. So then they got a bunch of filmmakers, like students and stuff, to make their own RoboCop remake. And it's like they just literally remade the first movie, right? But like they did it in like a million different styles. So every scene's like a new style. Like it's claymation, it's live action, it's animated, it's CG. It's just like it just keeps happening. But it's still like RoboCop 1. It's the best thing ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's up on Daily Motion if you want to check that out.
Oh,
Just
well,
look up
oh, I'm not
our-
interested. So.
I'm not talking about you, asshole. I'm talking about people listening to this. Check
Oh,
out
you
our
mean like the
RoboCop
0
remake.
people?
Yeah, all 0 people listening. This is the end of Mijigadog because Johnny's an asshole and doesn't like Space Jam.
Space Jam is stupid. Da da da. La
Space
la
Jam.
la la la.
This was SpongeBob, right? When they sell the chocolate.
Yeah. Space Jam is stupid. Da, da, da.
Also, hold on. I just noticed. I was looking at the Space Jam article again. What the fuck? Do people actually use like the little Google Plus thingies? Because I see like people like use them to like this. I guess.
Some people actually do use Google Plus.
Really?
Well, I mean, that's honestly like okay. There's only one, from what I can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Like only one,
Yeah, I see it too, but it just surprised me. Like, what the
two.
fuck? Who uses
I only
this?
see one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just that one guy. Like, who the hell are you?
It's probably just someone who works at Google, or it's probably I don't know.
Just that one guy. Like, here's a yeah, what are those called? Just called pluses?
Pfft, that's the thing. We don't know.
No one's brave enough to sign up for Google Plus to find out.
Which, speaking of Google Plus, I finally signed up for it only so that way I could continue using YouTube.
Really? It barred you? Because it hasn't barred me yet.
Well,
I don't have a
no,
Google Plus
but
account.
yeah, I mean, when it came to like upvoting comments, I was just like,
Oh, right.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't
I don't
even
comment
use
much anyways.
YouTube anymore, so fuck it.
I do. Funny enough, I do, but I don't comment, so I don't have to use Google Plus.
I don't. I mean, I use it to watch videos, but most of the time, because my internet connection is weird,
Yeah.
I just download the videos using FreeMake.
Right.
And
Wait, what else do you? That reminds me. What else do you use Google Plus for on YouTube? I know besides comments.
nothing.
Oh,
Literally, I don't understand why. I mean, okay.
I mean, I'd rather it stage as comments. I'm not saying I want it to be more, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it's kinda weird.
if they change anything else, I'd just be like, come on, we can't do this anymore.
Let's move to Daily Motion, and now we'll get even less viewers.
No, I'd rather just stay on the site,
Yeah.
or our site, which is really just my site. But
Oh yeah. How's that come along, by the way?
well, I'm thinking about like actually programming it. Right now, it's just like,
It's just like a template and stuff like that. It's just stuff.
yeah. I mean the current Mijigadog site, it looks like this.
To the people, to no people watching.
Yeah, but screw them. Just check out the link below.
Yeah, I see it.
Hold on. Put a sign on the fucking door.
People heard you were talking about Space Jam, and now they're excited. They're coming in. They're like, Johnny, where's Space Jam at?
Yep.
I think that about rounds out this episode. You think so?
We have nothing else to talk about, so.
I've been going on about Space Jam for like the past 10 minutes, so that's a sign that we should probably stop.
Yep. So you end it while I sing songs.
Space Jam is the greatest thing.
I'm supposed to sing the songs. You're supposed to be the one who ends it with some kind of cheap monologue.
It's just gonna be about Space Jam.
Well, talk about Space Jam and some, how it's gonna save the industry from repetitiveness. So.
Remember that time when Space Jam came out, and he goes to the theater, and there's Space Jam there.
Explosions, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Blech.
Space Jam.
All right, ladies and gents, comical poem suitable for the occasion, extemporized and thought up before your very eyes. All right, here we go.
Room here for everyone, gather around. The constable's responsible. Now how does that sound?
No.